There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Here we are, back in the game.
Long bloody time.
Long time, but I tell you what, you remember the video we did 7 years ago?
I called it, didn't I? I said about this Super League thing.
Basically, you know, one day they hope to turn football into just a big media event, don't they? They want to just clean it up totally. And obviously what they're hoping for is a European Super League to do that. That'll be the thing that will be broadcast all over the world, is a Super League of about 30 teams, the top teams in Europe.
And you know what? Some people were laughing at the time saying that, don't be stupid, it's just, you know, the Champions League's the be all and end all, but I called it, maybe even this Corona nonsense has actually helped it as well, because fans aren't in the stadiums anymore. But let them go. Are you going to keep a girlfriend who don't want to be with you? And fuck them off, throw the stuff out the window and change the locks.
Do you think with the proper fans not being in the grounds, it's almost given more power to the fans who are obviously
because this is the dream of like the big companies, and they wanted to turn football into literally just a TV event. Fans in the stadium don't even matter. Years ago they would have collapsed, football clubs would, because they wouldn't be getting any gate receipts, but now it's all sponsorship. So look, it's proven you don't even need fans, and we just feel like we're watching. I'm not one of those twats who plays like computer games, but you know, like years ago when I was a kid, I did.
You used to play FIFA, didn't you?
Yeah, FIFA was alright, but you know, sometimes you select two teams, but neither of you select the control, so you're just watching the computer doing the game. That's what it feels like now. That's actually what it feels like. I'm hungry now, anyway.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Alright.
Well, look, I know you've had a difficult time lately.
I have.
As have a lot of people.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the timing of this announcement with the Super League, given everything that's happened and the hardships people have gone through?
It's all linked in. I think it's all linked in. I reckon that this might have been all set up for that, to be fair.
But do you think it's a chance for them to do this with less protest than there would be? Because people aren't out and about.
That's what it is.
And obviously you're going to have your fans who go to games, your proper fans. Even of these clubs, there's proper fans who haven't been going to games at all.
Not at Arsenal. There's not at Arsenal. There are at like Man United, Chelsea. But I mean, I know.
Do you feel for those people? Do you think it's almost as if they've lost their club for the past year and now they might lose it forever?
No. It goes back even further than that. If you think about, you're a Man United fan in the early 90s, a real one. Man City more recently, Chelsea late 90s. You lose your club anyway to all the glory hunters. Yeah, so the club that you knew doesn't exist anymore, but you can live with that. Then you lose football for a year, and now you're about to lose just like everything about the club, because football's gone. I've had enough of it, man. You know me, I had enough years ago, but what can you do?
A comment I heard was this was the day that football became soccer.
Yeah,
it's a good comment, don't you think?
I can see that.
It's an American movement. It's backed by American investors.
You know what though? I hope that all the glory hunters take a look at themselves, because they've caused this.
We only have to go back to what you said 7 years ago.
Yep.
Every time that they choose to support Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, they're just adding to the problem, you know, and that will one day contribute to the death of football.
Anyone around here that supports Man U, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool,
you're contributing to it.
Yeah,
because I mean, there's always been glory hunters. Nottingham Forest would have got a few around a certain time.
I'm sorry, guys.
Thanks a lot.
The only reason why these clubs now are big enough to do what they're doing is because of glory hunters.
So what do you say to those glory hunters?
You might think you were just taking the easy option, just like, oh, you know, support a team that's never going to get relegated, and you know, you get a bit of glory, so to speak. But you've now ruined football. So thanks a lot, dickheads. Fuck off. Fucking mushrooms.
So what happens now to the Champions League? And should we care?
It's gone, hasn't it? Well, the Champions League was just a way to get to this. That's why they started expanding. Remember when the Champions League used to just be the winners and the team who won it the previous year? The year you knew it was all over was 2005. Liverpool finished 5th in the league. They finished behind Everton, but they got in the Champions League.
It's the same with the Super League, isn't it? Because you've got the likes of Arsenal. And it's that idea again that if you're a founding member, you can't be relegated. You're in it forever. That goes against the principles of football, doesn't it? Is it now over for, you know, your more proper clubs, the chance of having a European glory? Just think about it. In our history, we've played Barcelona home and away.
Yeah. And won.
It's not that long ago that you had the likes of Bolton playing at Atletico Madrid. Well, clubs like that are never going to have that chance now.
Fulham beat Juventus in 2010.
Were you there?
No, I wasn't. There was always a dream in it that one day you get stable, you get promoted, you might end up with the big boys. Now the big boys are going to be untouchable. Notice how the sun sometimes feels a bit stronger in the evening, and I don't know why.
It's nice to get a bit of sun, isn't
I love it. I've got a fucking heart condition. I got offered the vaccine. I don't know. I've got, everyone who's got nothing at stake saying, oh, have it or not. But I'm fucking doing it, man. I've had enough of it. You've got to be positive.
Less about that, though. Think about this. When we did that video in Highgate 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Did you think we'd both even still be around?
No, true enough.
2021 and we're still here.
Got to be positive. Yeah, you're right.
And we've been through a lot.
Absolutely.
And especially the past year. But don't you feel we're coming out the other side of it now?
Yeah, I do.
The football stuff, it's depressing. But don't you think we should be grateful that we're fans of a club like Blues, where if you want to talk about clubs that are still proper, we are still proper.
There's a few still left, yeah. So maybe there is some hope, I don't know.
When I say to you proper football clubs, who comes to mind?
Us, Millwall, obviously Millwall. Leeds. Would it be okay if I give you a call back in about 20 minutes? Travelling though, that's another problem. Look how many places we like to go to now, it's not just down to us, is it now? It's down to other countries.
Okay, but look, vaccines going well here, vaccines going well in the US. What do you think, Miami this year?
Oh yeah,
by the end of the year?
Yeah, definitely. Florida have led the way, haven't they, man? They've shown out
everything they've done during this pandemic.
Everything, not just that, everything, man.
The sporting events going on there now.
I know.
With thousands of people.
Fans, yeah. You look at Tampa as well with the way they did the Super Bowl. They did worthy winners. So well done, Florida.
Why is it acceptable for us as fans of American sports to have a franchise system, no relegation, but to not have it in the Super League or in any football tournament?
Because American sports leagues are very new compared to ours.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly it.
They were set up to be entertainment, and that's what they are. They're brilliant entertainment. Ours were basically people who worked in factories in the 1800s with nothing else going for them except football and pride in the local football.
And that's what we have to explain to people who love the sport but have never been to a game. We know some good people over there in America. People that have even picked up Blues as their club. What we need to explain to them is our sport has been around longer than they can imagine.
Yep.
And it's tied into the community, it's tied into your identity as a person.
Definitely.
Out of all the clubs that are founding members of this Super League, who do you hate the most?
So the one that winds me up the most is Barcelona, because for me they typify everything that's wrong with football, and that weren't always the case. They were, at one point, they were a big club, but they were a real club.
A people's club?
They were.
And now what are they?
Just a shopping mall.
What would your message be to anyone out there who maybe looks up to you and thinks, it's been a tough period, I need a bit of motivation,
yeah.
Where's the light at the end of the tunnel?
My message to them?
Yeah.
It could get a lot worse still, and just be prepared to fight, and I mean fight proper. I just think there'll be little fleeting moments of positivity, but it'll mostly be crap, and we just got to accept it and enjoy it. Keep right on, everybody, stay positive.
Don't you think with the buildings and the water like this, it's a bit like Chicago?
It's exactly like Chicago, minus the big lake.
Back to the football.
Yeah.
What would your plea be to anyone who says, look, you were right 7 years ago, I should have listened, but I've learnt the error of my ways, I'd like to follow a different club?
Yeah.
What would your plea be to say to those people, look, Blues could be for you?
No? I'd say, no, you made your bed, now piss off. Simple as that. You can't ruin football and then expect that we're going to have your back.
What about young people growing up who have never followed a club?
Oh, yeah.
Have maybe only experienced football through Sky Sports and FIFA?
Yeah, there you go. Choose your local team. The feeling you'll get when things are going well, especially, and you feel like you've got a right to be a part of it, is better than anything you're going to get.
I think that's the thing. The people who think they're following glory, but will never experience the glory that we had when we won the Carling Cup,
yeah.
Or even if we stay up on
or even just flipping going and getting a win away at somewhere like from another city.
I mean, look at the weekend when Harley Dean scored that winner. Imagine the scenes in that away end if we'd been there. It's sad, isn't it? It's bittersweet that we're not there. But those are the days that make our lives as football fans.
Exactly. And you get it even at the small clubs. Even if you're following a League Two club, you'll get that feeling as well. The future, Leeds United. They won the last league before the Premier League. It would be funny if they end up suddenly winning the league in the next few years after all this has happened.
You'd like to see that, wouldn't you?
I would love to see it, yeah.
And you'd also love to see Blues up there with them.
Definitely. And Millwall, of course.
Can you imagine that, a top three? Blues, Leeds, Millwall.
Oh, brilliant.
There's your Super League.
That's it, man.
Should we have a walk?
Let's do it. Thanks to the Canal House.
They've looked after us, haven't they?
Yeah, but I'm impressed with them. They were very, very welcoming, very hospitable. Can't ask for more than that. We're in such nice surroundings, all these buildings.
Life's not that bad, is it?
No, it's pretty good. I've said it all along, man. It's nothing. Things aren't that bad.
Count your blessings.
Exactly. Bless your stars, man. Oh dear, Dave. I just want to say thanks. I've had a lot of support as well during the last year or whatever. So it does mean a lot because I did it a bit of a low bit last summer.
We've had a lot of messages coming in.
We have, yeah. They do mean they make a big difference. But don't think they don't, you know.
And really, what we want to say to the people who message, this video today is for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because we haven't done a video in a while.
Yeah, exactly. Apologies that we haven't done as much, but there's been reasons beyond our control for that one. So.
But we're still alive and kicking.
That's all that matters.
So you're telling the people, stay positive.
Stay positive, man. Life's good, and we can see that carrot at the end of the tunnel now. So just focus on the positive.
I've got to ask.
Yeah.
Do you think all this talk is a front? Maybe a negotiating ploy?
What, the Super League?
Yeah, and that it won't actually happen. Is there a chance of
Well,
that?
even if it is, it's gone too far now, so they can go.
No forgiveness.
Yeah, no mercy.
On a positive note, though, we're Blues.
Mm-hmm.
Proud to be.
There you go.
Could you say, in a way, we've never been prouder?
Yeah, maybe you're right. But I want more pride, and I think we can get
There can always be more.
Yes.
Never limit yourself.
No, exactly.
And on that note, your final message to the people.
Good evening to everybody. Sleep tight,
And be positive.
and fuck the Super League. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep right on.
Yeah, keep right on.
We're going to get the train.
Yeah.